Hi, I'm Annika. Thanks for joining me today on my channel for a little bit of yoga. So today we're going to do some Yin Yoga. That's super chilled, super relaxed, long, deep holds in the shapes to really get into the connective tissue. So today we're going to work on hips, right? Big storage space for a lot of energy. So let's let those release and have an hour or so of peace. All right, sound like a plan? Let's go. Come on, your timing is impeccable. Let's go. That's my boy. He's like, where's my water gone? No, we've had a little switch around. Blue, it's over there, son. It's over there. That's my boy. Hi. There we go. Right, now that the family is all gathered, go on. Let's begin. Just place your hands down onto your knees. Maybe allow the eyes to close. And just take in all the external sounds, which for me is Blue lapping up his water. But like in life, these things are going to happen outside of us, right? There's always going to be constant noise outside of us, unless we're halfway up a Himalayan mountain. But even then, there were bloody helicopters flying people off the mountain. So even that wasn't quiet. Just check each sound. And then try to find the sound, the space behind each sound you're hearing. And now begin to bring your awareness inside yourself. What does that mean? It means just do a little check-in on your body, on this physical form. So start at the tips of the toes and slowly tick off each body part as you scan through. Becoming aware of your physical form. As you inhale, notice your breath. What happens to your belly when you breathe in? Your chest rising and falling. And now go deeper. Allow yourself to drop a little more with each exhale. And just hang out there in that space. Maybe bringing your right hand onto your belly, your left hand onto your heart. Maybe just ask yourself how you're doing today, just today. Are you okay today? Right now, are you okay right now? Are you alive right now? Just stay there in the right now. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Just finding your way. If you're on a block, just remove the block from your hips. Find your way into child's pose. So child's pose, knees to the edges of your mat, big toes touch. Slowly drawing the forehead down to your mat. Extend the hands out and allow the belly to just fall between the legs. Now you can put a towel if you're stiff on your knees. You can put towels underneath your knees. You can also place towels underneath the edges of the knees. And breathe. Just surrendering your body to your mat, your spirit to life, the flow of life, as it's happening right here, right now. Slowly, slowly rise. Come onto all fours for me. Just spread the fingers, curl the toes under. You can drop the belly, raise the nose. And exhale, just push the mat away. Draw the belly button in, tuck the chin and tailbone. Good, just do another one of those, just feeling into your spine. We're going to work hard on the hips today. So we'll begin with just coming into neutral spine. And if you can, see if you can draw that right foot forward for me. We're going to work a series of poses called dragon. So I want you to walk that back knee back. Curl the back toe under for me, just till you get yourself into position. And bring your knee into the middle of the body. Hands framing the front foot. Begin to gently lower the hips down towards the mat. You can release the back toe and make it a yin-like shape. Try to relax the head. Gaze down at the toe. Just make sure your knee is in line with your ankle, not going over, not behind. So it's your left hip is dropping down towards your mat. And there's quite a lot of compression going on in this right hip and also in my bra. I'm squishing into that front leg. Take a deep inhale. Try to find some softness in the shape. So in Yin Yoga, three agreements we make. We find our shape, find the edge where it's slightly uncomfortable. The edge, we can't go any deeper into the shape. It's our personal edge. We agree to hold it. We're going to hold this for about a minute. Now, when I say a time, maybe the brain starts to kick in and go, oh shit, hang on, ow, I don't like that. So don't worry about how long you're going to stay in the shape. But it's around that for this one. So we agree to stay in it, find our edge, and we also agree to try to find stillness. So the brain wants to move out of discomfort. Right? That's what our mind is there for, to protect us, to keep us comfortable, and to let us enjoy life. But sometimes we need to give the mind a little bit of a break, because sometimes a little discomfort is good for us. Sometimes leaning into the things that make us uncomfortable opens us up to so much more clear space. So as the sensations arise in your head, just breathe. When we focus on our breath, it sounds, you see it written everywhere, it sounds so cliched, just breathe. But the reason behind it is that if you breathe, if you focus on the journey of your breath, you're giving your mind something else to do. Rather than complain. Slowly, slowly, without releasing that back hip, draw the hands up onto the front knee. Now you can press into the knee and lift the body. Oh, feeling it here in that front hip, that psoas. You could just rest on your elbows. That kind of feels doable right now. And if you're struggling to balance, just keep your eyes open. So deep, deep, deep stretch through the psoas, through the hip flexor, the groin area. So good for many sports to provide this tension on the connective tissue. Yeah, I'm going to stay on my elbows for this one. And breathe. It's also forcing my front ankle to balance somewhat. So notice all those little stabilizer muscles in the foot, around the ankle, those proprioceptors that keep your front foot stable, especially with all the weight on the front knee. Body is such a complex mechanism. Okay, bring the hands down to the inside. And you can moan and groan. Toe heel the foot out a little. Bring the hands down. And try to open out your right leg. So we do a little bit of a twist in the dragon. Want you to maybe draw that left hip down towards the mat a bit more. If you have a block, you could place your hands upon the block if it's a little too far down, but just try to open up that knee. Maybe rolling onto the knife edge of that front foot. So you're bringing in this right inside groin area also. Soften your elbows if you can. Breathe, maybe let go of the head. You can shake it side to side if that will buy you a little bit of time. And slowly release, walk the hands back. Oh, nice and slow. Curl the back toe under for me. Toe heel the foot in to the middle of your mat and slowly draw the hips back towards the heel. Framing the front leg with the hands. Take an inhale. Actually, here is a great time for a block. Framing that front foot, curl the toe under. Curl the toe up. If you have a block, you can place it under your right bum cheek or even your right knee, if that will help. Just giving you just a little bit of support. Take an inhale, lengthen. This is called Hanumanasana, half split. Take a deep inhale, try to lengthen up through the chest, and exhale slowly, lower down over that front leg. So you're feeling this now behind the thigh in the hamstring. So try to find stillness. The block. If you rest your bum cheek on the block, draw the body forward a little more. I want you to think about your tailbone drawing back and up. So with a block, it's very yin-like. if you keep your bum raised, it's adding a little fire into the shape. A little tapas, a little chance to burn through some more mental vrittis, right? Fluctuations in the head. And you breathe, so take the option that works for you. Feeling that release down the back. Excuse me, sniffling. Down the back of the knee. Slowly, slowly release. Walking the body forward. Lifting that back knee off the mat. Maybe just open up to the right. Just give yourself a little open. Place the hand down. Slowly step the feet together. Toe heel, the feet apart. Heels in, toes out, and come down into yogi squat, malasana. Take the elbows and open out the hips. Bring the palms together. And let's just get some compression in the hips. Compression where you feel it squeezing. You feel your flesh squeezing. And then if this is uncomfortable, you could always shove a block underneath where the sun doesn't shine and use the elbows to press the knees farther apart. So the more yin supported posture or a little more fire. Relax the head. And breathe. In Nepal and India, squatting is part of life from a young age. You have squatty potties in the ground. People squat to talk, to take tea. So my friend Dill, we met his father in his 90s and he was squatted down to greet us, just sitting, hanging out here in this shape. I was so envious. We can barely do it for a few minutes. Slowly release the hands, take the hands behind, find your way onto your bum. Draw the legs straight out in front. Grab your bum in your hands. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Lift up the spine and exhale. Slowly fold in. Place the hands on the shins, take a deep inhale. Try to lift up through the front of the chest and slowly draw the body down. So feeling back of the hips, back of the hamstrings, maybe back of the knees. Take another breath in, lift up through the chest and slowly draw the body in. Head and chin coming down. Maybe hands coming together like a little cup. One hand on top of the other. Hasta mudra. Hand seal, giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. Equal energy exchange. Where are you taking too much in your life? Are you taking from other people? Are you taking from the planet? Asteya, the Sanskrit word, the yama, the observance in the yogic philosophy. Asteya, non-stealing, asks us this question: where are we taking too much? It's asking us a little more than don't steal. It's asking us to look at ways we take from others in our conversations. Stealing energy from others is doing things like one-upmanship. So if somebody tells you a story, yours is bigger, better, brighter. Or they visited a place and you've been to somewhere even better. It's maybe not listening. So quite nuanced interpretation of non-stealing. In the Vedas, the ancient yogic texts, there's a notion of giving and receiving. Put back what you get out. Can you take and replace what you take? Equal energy exchange. Slowly rise, draw the soles of the feet together. Open the feet like a book, draw the heels in a little closer. And just allow the elbows to press the knees down towards your mat. Take an inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold in. Relax the head. Where do we steal from ourselves? Stealing from yourself may be
trying to control everything, stealing your unfolding future. Maybe poor self-image you're stealing from. The joy and abundance that naturally occur in your life. The yogic philosophies, the yamas and niyamas, the constraints, yamas, niyamas, self-observances, there's 10 of them, like the 10 commandments, very similar, but instead of kind of constraining, don't do this, the yogic yamas, niyamas really open up life to you. They're asking you to embrace a more fuller existence. So there's the literal translation, don't steal. But there's a wider understanding and exploration of these observances, and the yamas and niyamas are two aspects of the eightfold path to samadhi, to yoga, to peace, to bliss, ananda bliss. A man called Patanjali wrote about this journey into the self in the Yoga Sutras, which is what we study when we train as yoga teachers. So it's not just a practice of posture and asana like an exercise class, it's very much a journey, yoga meaning to yoke, to join, to come together. It's a journey by the self, through the self, to the self. This eightfold path to peace. The yamas are one, the niyamas another. Asana, postures that you make, the shapes, is another step up. Pranayama, your breath, using and working with the breath, another. Dharana, withdrawing the senses, pratyahara, dhyana. So focus, drawing the attention, a soft focus, letting go. We bring the awareness within. And if we follow this eightfold path, it leads us to samadhi. A blissful consciousness. Slowly rise. Find your way. Cross your ankles. Come back onto all fours. This time stepping your left foot forward as we find our way back into dragon. Toe heel that back foot. Release the toes. bring your foot into the middle of the mat, frame the front foot, and slowly just make sure your ankle aligned with the knee and draw the hips down towards the mat. You can relax your head. And we'll do our 3 stages of our dragon shape. So it's up to you how deep your yoga exploration goes. But it's so much more than tight pants, Instagram, and beautiful people making beautiful shapes. It's an ancient practice that's been brought down thousands of years and brought across to us in the Western world. How lucky are we? Doing any one of those 8-fold steps will let in that little bit of yoga light that can start transforming your life very subtly. You won't even know it's happening. You'll just feel different. Slowly rise, bring the hands up onto the knee, lifting the body up a little. Maybe taking the elbows or pressing that knee forward and the body back. If you want to sit in a little bit of fire, burn through some mental stuff that's coming up. Bear in mind that resting the full body onto the knee challenges that ankle. So have a little play for a moment and see where you get into your edge and where you can find a little stillness. Take a deep breath and settle in. Slowly bring the hands down to the inside, toe heel, the foot out a little. And we come more into lizard shape here, drawing the hips down, but add a little bit of a twist. So maybe coming onto the knife edge of that front foot. So getting into this lizard shape, fire, dragon. So we go deeper and deeper and deeper. Maybe if you have a block, you could even lower down to your elbows. So play, see what feels good. It's great compression for the wrists also. So if you're up on the wrists, Maybe draw them right under the shoulders. I'm still working on rehabbing my wrist. So this compression in the joint actually strengthens the wrist joints. Targeted compression here. Good, slowly release. Drawing the hips back towards the back heel. Just toe heel the foot back to the middle of your mat. Flex up the toes as you draw back. Curl the back toe under. And we come into our half Hanumanasana. So lengthen that front leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the body down. Tilt the tailbone back and up. And if you wish, you can use your block underneath. But keeping the body forward, so not coming all the way back. Use your block on the tall edge. We're trying to get that release in the back of the hamstring. So we don't want to make it too easy. I'm going to stay in the fire. The back of the body, tightness, always representing energy that is in the past that we hold on to. So my tight hamstrings saying, let that shit go. Breathe. Try to soften. And surrender. My mind is super fighting me right now. And slowly, slowly, draw the weight back to the front. Draw that knee back. Bring the knees together, feet together, release the toes, and draw the hips back into child's pose with the knees together. This time, take the hands behind, palms face up, and draw the forehead down, and breathe. Let the elbows go. Slowly draw the body forward. Draw the belly down onto the mat. Extend your fingers forward. Take a deep inhale and just lower the head, your elbows right under your shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. Just release the back of your neck. Feeling where you feel the compression in the lower back. Now just try to release the bum. Soften. And from this shape, slowly drawing the left knee out to the side to a 90-degree angle. Slowly bringing that bottom hand around. See if you can reach behind and grab onto your back foot, stretching, drawing in that quad. Now, if this feels uncomfortable on the elbow, you can lay down. Hang on, my belly's falling out. Draw the foot, the heel towards your bum. You could also just totally lay down. So stretching the front part of the quad, of the thigh. You can close your eyes. And if that's a little bit uncomfortable on the front of the hip, you can always pop a towel under there, just a little bit of padding, or roll the edge of your mat over. Maybe slowly bringing your hand onto the inside of the foot and opening out slightly, drawing the other leg up. So adding just a little more opening. And bringing in the shoulder, front of the shoulder. Just experiment where you can put your hand, if you grab the outside edge, it releases through the bicep. So just it opens up the shoulder in a slightly different way each time. Now maybe rolling a little bit more onto the hip, onto your side. You could extend your top leg and it becomes cat pulling tail pose. Again, you can come up onto your elbow or just stay lying down. Some people could even reach to the toes. Some people, not me today.
blue. Slowly release. Draw the top leg back in, roll back over onto your belly. Just relax the head, the neck, as we slowly get into that shape on the other side. Everything's clicking. So begin by drawing the right knee out to the side, 90-degree angle. Slowly, maybe bring the hand underneath to the back of the head, drawing the bottom foot up for a nice quadriceps stretch. So draw that foot into the bum. You can lay down, get comfy if that works better for you. Pressing the hip down towards the mat, seeing how that feels. And now maybe bringing the hand to the inside of the foot and opening out onto the side. Draw that heel down towards the floor. So with that little rotation, the shoulder begins to open up. Maybe extending that top leg long, opening out the shoulders towards the ceiling. Or you can just keep that knee bent and stay facing the side. So you have options to just move a little deeper into your shapes. So entry, deeper, down the bottom. You can take your hand on top of that top leg if you like. Slowly curl back onto your side, draw both knees up to the side, and just open out the arms like airplane wings. Take a deep inhale and exhale into this spinal rotation. Now, if your arm is stuck here and it's a little bit too much rotation, or you're feeling a pinch in your lower back, you could take an alternative. Just try to raise that right hand above the head. Take your left hand just on top of the knee. So you're rotating open and you're bringing a little bit of a different sensation into the shoulders. You can turn your head into the armpit. So feel that shape, and if that shape feels good, stay there. Otherwise, you can open out and get a little more down the front of that left shoulder and into the front of your chest. Turn the head. Slowly drawing the knees through center. You can shuffle over to the other side. Same shape, opposite side. So take the knees over. All the way over to the right. You could take reclined Buddha here, turning the head gently into the armpit. Or you can extend the hands out like airplane wings. It's like opening up the chest, the bicep, the shoulder, and gently gaze over the opposite side. Today we've worked deeply into the front side of the body and the hips, where it's such an energetic pathway in the body, a lot of things going through the hip joints. So maybe we can see it as opening up the future, and as we work the back side, letting that shit go, the past, because it's done, it's gone. We can learn from every single experience, but if we hold on, look what it does to the body. Stiffness, tension, tightness. It's gripping the body like it's gripping and holding on to our ability to flow easily in harmony with life as it unfolds. We cling, we hold on to what we know, with what feels comfortable. full moon yesterday. So for 4 days we have tremendous amount of energy available to help us let go of stuff. Of behaviors, maybe of people. Of ideas, of concepts. Everything that's clinging too tight. Everything that makes us feel secure and attached. Play with releasing a little. See how that feels. Observe what comes up. Become the observer of your experience. Slowly draw the hand back over. Find your way onto your back. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. And then just let go. Final resting shape. Take the hands down, palms up. And breathe. Take a soft inhale. Soft exhale. Slowly just bringing your awareness back into your body. Feeling the outside edges of your body. Maybe touching fingers to your thumb. Maybe wiggling the toes gently. Taking a good morning stretch, reach the fingers, point the toes, lengthen through the body, energize your spine. And slowly hug the knees in towards the chest, making your way onto your right side. Slowly pressing up, cross-legged, seated position. Just drawing the palms together as we seal in our practice. Take a soft, soft inhale and sigh it out. And again, soft inhale. Lifting up through the spine and sigh it out. As we bow our head down in gratitude for this practice, in gratitude for the technology that allows us to come together during these times and practice together. So although we're separate physically, we are very much energetically connected, and that energy can also be sent out to people that need it with your thoughts. So our metta is to send out our blessings and good vibes and birthday vibes to our good friend Owen, to baby Luna, and anybody else that just needs some good vibes today. Namaste. Okay. I hope you can walk after that. Good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Lots of different types of yoga also available on my YouTube channel. Sound bowls, whatever you're in the mood for when you need to calm down. Or maybe you just need to energize. There's yoga for that too. And that's also what coffee's for, right?